Greetings! It is I, E.B. Minion! Okay, here we go. So, I want to do this recording thing. I think it would be a lot of fun to just hang out on the internet and record videos, making content for them, and doing a spiel where I talk about stuff, and doing it regularly. That sounds like a lot of fun to me. My little brother does videos on the YouTubes pretty regularly, and he seems like he's having a lot of fun. At the same time, I'm a guy who likes to keep himself busy, and I have had a lot of side projects in the past, so I like to do it. I'm just not sure how I can get around to it sometimes. I mean, there are only 24 hours in your day. If you work full-time, you need to sleep for about 6 hours, and then half your week gets spent at school for an hour or more, with homework afterwards, and then you have to worry about the time spent traveling from one place to the other. You've wasted about 3/4 of your day right there. And while that's still 6 hours out of your day, you're still going to spend that time eating, talking to people, and in general, it isn't as long as it sounds like. Maybe I'm just being whiny about this, but it seems like 6 hours on your own sort of comes and goes. It feels like you have to choose between doing something with yourself, if that happens to be your ambition, or doing something for the sake of being entertained, like playing video games or reading books. There's some people who make things, and they can find that middle ground where they're doing both at the same time. I've heard of artists who watch TV or listen to music while they're busy working. And that even worked for me when I was in art class, you know, because the teacher gave us a direction to work towards, and so I already knew what I was supposed to be doing. I was just able to use music in order to create white noise to help me concentrate while I worked toward that end. It made things rather easy. I find that when it's me by myself and I have to determine a lot more things without a guideline to help me, music gets distracting. And the only way I can really make something is if I concentrate on it. So unfortunately, I have to make this choice between being entertained or making something that I like to see created. I always have trouble making that decision because in the past I have worked on comics, but I've had to sacrifice a lot of free time to do it, you know? Video game releases would come and go, and I wasn't able to devote my time to playing them, even though they sounded awesome, because I was busy doing something else. And I understand that sacrifices are sometimes required, but it's such a bummer. I really wish there was another option for me, so that I wouldn't have to feel like I'm wasting my entire life doing only one thing. I don't have any ideas. It's actually been an ongoing dilemma I've always had trouble with. So if you have any ideas or questions that could help me work the problem out, please let me know. I'd like to hear from somebody else on the subject. Thank you for listening.